Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome to thepixellab.net, and today I'm going to show you a quick lighting tip. So we have this dark scene, and I'm going to show you a way to add a little bit of interest to the lighting setup. So I've got kind of a spotlight coming down here. First thing we need to do is add some fall off to this. This spotlight is going to go on infinitely, and it's not very realistic. So let's go ahead and go to Details, and right here is fall off, and that's defaulted to none. And I would recommend that you use inverse square, which it says right here, it's physically accurate. This is the most realistic light. So it gets this kind of cross target thing here. We can go ahead and move that. And this is kind of just how far the fall off will go, right? So if we put it up here, let's go ahead and hit render and see what that looks like. You see the spotlight on the ground is a lot fainter than it was before, right? It's kind of falling off into the shadows. All right, let's go ahead and check out the inner angle. If we change the inner angle and outer angle, make it a lot wider, right? So if we make this super wide, and then we go ahead and increase the radius, let's see what that looks like. There we go, so we're kind of starting to fill in the whole room here. All right, so we'll decrease that a little bit. Now the real thing that I wanted to talk to you about is really this light is pretty pure, right? It's a pure light and there's not really any dust or haze or anything. And a lot of the times, if you want to add a little bit of realism, you'll add some dust, right? The one way that we can do that is by going to noise. And if we go ahead and add, change it from none to visibility and render, you're going to see that nothing changes. That's because you have to go back into the general tab. So if we go ahead and change that to inverse volumetric, see what that looks like. Alright, so there you can see we added some dust and noise to it. You can play around with this with, I think it defaults to soft turbulence. You can go ahead and try hard turbulence, make it a little bit more dramatic. You can play with the brightness and the contrast. I think if you make it a lot more contrasty, you're going to be able to see the individual kind of smoky particles a little bit more. But obviously this is way too much. So if we go back to our visibility tab, there's a setting called brightness, which is at 30% right now. If we drop that down to like 5%, and you can see that the dust is starting to get a little bit thinner, right? Let's try like 2%. There you go, now it's very faint. So that's just a quick way that you can add a little bit of realism to your lights and make them a little bit more interesting. Hope you guys enjoyed the tutorial. Make sure to sign up for my email newsletter. I got a really cool tutorial that I'll send you for free if you do that. And don't worry, I won't send you any spam because spam sucks. Hope you guys have a great day. We'll talk again soon. Bye everybody.